I'm going to discuss about the unlawful assembly. In this discussion, I'm going to discuss what is unlawful assembly, how does it form, and for which offenses an assembly may be termed as unlawful assembly. So let's start our discussion. Under section 141 of the Penal Code 1860, the offense of unlawful assembly has been defined. This section defines that if an assembly of 5 or more persons in furtherance of their common intention does any one of the offenses enumerated under this section will be called as unlawful assembly. Whenever an assembly of 5 or more persons in furtherance of their common intention overaway by criminal force or show of criminal force government, legislature or public servant in exercise of their lawful duty, this offense is called unlawful assembly. For example, whenever a procession is chanting abusive language against the government, a police officer prohibits the procession not to move forward in a particular direction and not to hurl such abusive language. In that case, if the procession violates the direction of the courts and throw big bats towards the police and vandalize the vehicles plying on the road, that type of offense may be called as offense of unlawful assembly. In the same way, if an assembly of 5 or more persons resist execution of law or process of law will be termed as an unlawful assembly, the offense of an unlawful assembly. And what's that? For example, we may say that in a recovery of possession, in a suit for recovery of possession, court decrees the suit in favor of the plaintiff and sends his staffs, especially locally known as Nazir, to go to the field to take the possession of the property from the defendant and back to the plaintiff. In such a situation, if the defendant, along with some other persons, obstructs the delivery of possession, this offense will be called as unlawful assembly, as because the defendant resists the execution of law. Under thirdly clause of section 141 says that if an assembly of 5 or more persons in furtherance of their common intention commits any mischief by fire, trespass or any other offense, that also will be called as offense of unlawful assembly. And its fourthly clause, it says an assembly of 5 or more persons in furtherance of their common intention, if by force of criminal force, by criminal force or show of criminal force, forcefully obtain possession of a property or deprive a person from right of way or water or any kinds of property right, is called offense of unlawful assembly. For example, a group of people, more than 5, if forcefully take possession of a house and oust the dwellers from the house, in that case, that sort of offense will be termed as an offense of unlawful assembly. And the last one, whenever an assembly of 5 or more persons by criminal force or show of criminal force compel any person to do an act which he is not bound to do that, or refrain from doing an act which the victim is entitled to do that type of offense also called as offense of unlawful assembly. For example, we may say that if a group of people forcefully try to take tender box and obstructs others not to draw tender. In that case, this offense will be considered as offense of unlawful assembly. So if we analyze the section 141 of the code of the Penal Code 1860, we may say that various questions may be set from this section as MCQ. This is very important section where from a lot of MCQ question may be set for either BJS or bar exam. Now we will see what type of MCQ question may be set from here. The first question may be, under what section unlawful assembly has been defined? Answer is under section 141 of the Penal Code 1860. Second question may be set from here, what is the legal requirements of number of persons to form an unlawful assembly? The answer will be at least 5 persons. Third question may be set from here, to form an unlawful assembly, what is the legal requirements? That is the common object. And fourthly, another type of MCQ question may be set from here, for which types of offenses or how many types of offenses an assembly may be charged with the offense defined under section 141. The answer will be for 5 types of offenses. And if you are a BJS examinee, BJS MCQ examinee, then you need to be more careful about these 5 types of offenses. A separate question or five another question may be set from the 5 clauses. So if you are a BJS examinee, then you need to memorize the whole section. In the same way, this section also important for the bar council exam, bar council MCQ exam. So what I have discussed from this section, you may see a lot of MCQ question may be set from here. So I will advise you to memorize this section for better MCQ preparation. You know, we are discussing different sections from which from where the MCQ question may be set from. For such types of video, you follow us. You can like, comment and share our video. And if you have any queries, let me know by your comments. I will explain it again. Thank you again for watching this video on behalf of the Badullah Academy. See you again. See you on the next video. Thank you.